everybody. Oh, I'll say that again soon.
Still say good evening.
Take it back.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Fabulous to see such a lot of people in the gallery tonight for a very special occasion. This is a special council meeting, the Alpine Shire Council, 15th of July 2022, and I welcome you all here and anybody who's watching. Hand over to our acting CEO.
So all council meetings are filmed with both video and audio being recorded. Video is focused on a specific area, however audio from the entire room is captured. The reasoning behind recording council meetings is of course to hold us more accountable and improve transparency of council's decision making to our community. The full meeting is being live streamed and is available on council's YouTube channel, which is Alpine Shire Council. Thank you.
Item 2 is acknowledgement of traditional custodians and recognition of all people. The Alpine Shire Council acknowledges the Tongwinong traditional owners and their ancestors as the traditional owners of the land we are now on. We pay our respect to elders past and present. We also acknowledge those people who have contributed to the rich fabric of our community and strive to make wise decisions that will improve the quality of life for all. Item 3 is apologies, and there is an apology from Councillor Tony Keeble, who was going to try and get here so we'd have a hybrid meeting, but he's just not going to be in the right place at the right time. The next item is declarations by councillors of conflict of interest, and I believe there are none. And then it is presentation of reports. It actually says by officers, but it's the Mayor's report. So item 5.1 is appointment of Chief Executive Officer. In accordance with section 45 of the Local Government Act 2020 and the provision of Council's Chief Executive Officer employment and remuneration policy, this report relates to the appointment of a Chief Executive Officer. The CEO must be appointed under contract of employment with Council that does not exceed 5 years. The Chief Executive Officer is eligible to be reappointed within 6 months prior to the contract of employment expiry date, and reappointment must be made by resolution of Council. Just a little bit of background. There's a significant amount of background written, but I'm just going to paraphrase and add a little bit. So we went out to search after Charlie Bird decided not to seek reappointment, and we had 32 applicants for the role. Amongst the CEO, Employment and Remuneration Committee and councillors, we shortlisted, interviewed those people, shortlisted again and re-interviewed. All 7 councillors were at the second round of interviews, and we'd like to welcome to our team Mr. Will Jeremy, being appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of the Alpine Shire Council for a 5-year term commencing on Monday the 25th of July at 2022. I'm just going to thank you. I'm just going to pause here. As I pointed out before, it was there's a lot of competition, and it was not the easiest decision in the world, but terrific to welcome Will to the team, at the top of the team. Pardon? Sorry, I haven't finished the recommendation yet, and I'm really naughty because I haven't actually taken it to the vote. Thank you, Ron Janis. So the recommendation is on the board. We have Will Jeremy as in the recommendation, and all the rest is as read.
Just the dates.
Except for the dates, which are commencing Monday the 25th of July 2022, and that goes for a 5-year period, and then the acting Chief Executive Officer position will cease on Sunday the 24th of July 2022. Are those dates correct? Yeah. Okay, so moved by councillor Hughes. Oh, no, I've really made a mess of it. And seconded by councillor Janus. Anything to say?
As you've mentioned, you know, it was a really extensive and wide list of people, and I think that really goes to show what the Alpine Shire has to offer, not only for individuals but for families as well. And it was a really interesting process to go through to read the background history of lots of different people, but the decision that we have come to, we're very honoured to be able to welcome Will into the team, and really excited to see what the next 5 years can bring with some new direction and what he will be able to offer the team for all the Alpine Shire people that we have in front of us today as well. So thank you for the experience that we've been put through in this process as well. It's been a really good learning curve to take out of it as well.
I agree with what you said, but I'd also like to congratulate and speak about those people who applied for this role. As the Mayor has said, there were quite a number of applicants from various areas. They came here, and what was really good to see was that they wanted to come here. It was not just because it's another job that they could put on their CV going forward. They actually wanted to come here to work and be part of this team and to lead the team. So we were quite privileged to have those people. Some of the other rounds that we've had previously, it was more difficult to get a suitable candidate. And the decision at the end was a line ball almost. So, you know, if Mr. Jeremy didn't want to take the position, then we would have had to have a number of other discussions. So, and I hope that he will accept if we go to the vote.
The vote goes the right way.
It goes the right way.
Would anybody else like to say something? Councillor Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to thank Mr Clark for his time acting in this role, and also to the support the team gave him during this interim period. I think business continuity and conducting ourselves in a professional way through this time has been of a really high standard. And just building on Councillor Janus's point, it's now I think 3.5% is the unemployment rate. It is a red hot market to attract candidates and can be very hard. And we did have a lot of interest, and that's a reflection on this organisation and its reputation. So I congratulate the whole organisation as a professional operating business, and the reputation you have to attract that kind of candidacy is really impressive. So congratulations to the team as well.
Thank you, Councillor Kelly. Councillor Forsyth.
Thank you, Mayor. I was thinking about stirring the pot, but I won't, Mr. Jeremy. This is probably more directed towards your staff, in that one of your own who's now been elevated to the CEO position. It's a lonely position. It's also one where he is going to require support. Now, they talk about honeymoon periods. The honeymoon period is probably about a week in this instance. Usually it's about 3 months. So he has to perform and has to do it well. But at the same time, I believe all the staff really have to show what they're made of. And we know, as councillors, we know that this place is a fantastic place and that it works really well. We have that from acting CEOs. We've had it from previous CEOs. We've even had it from the people that have come in as directors from outside, sitting in places here who have worked as directors in other councils. So this is a big applaud to the staff here. And just remember, one of yours is now in the CEO position, and just back him up, and good luck.
Thank you, Councillor Forsyth. Councillor Prime.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Sorry about my voice. It's slowly coming back. I don't really have much new stuff to add to what's been said already. It was a really good process to be part of. High calibre candidates. Great to have someone in our midst already who's obviously done a fantastic job in his role, and we all agree on that, and really excited and happy to offer him the role as well. And yeah, it sort of makes you proud that so many people were applying for a job within Alpine Shire Council, within the Alpine Shire and the council itself. So people desperately want to come and live and work here, which is really lovely. And yeah, hopefully Mr. Jeremy accepts the job tonight.
Thank you, councillors. Would I write a reply? No. We'll take this one to the vote. All those in favour of the recommendation as it stands? That'll be carried then. And I'd just like to say thank you to all the councillors who worked really hard with me to make this work and seek go through the whole process of searching for a new CEO and iterate everything that's been said by the other councillors. Thank you very much to Alan Clark for keeping the show on the road and doing so much more than that, and also to the support that you guys have that make this such a fantastic place to live and such a fantastic organisation to be part of. So I think you all deserve a big clap. Mr. Jeremy, yes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So, firstly, it will be an honour and a privilege to accept the appointment by Council to the role as Chief Executive Officer, and I have to say I'm exceptionally excited by that. I think there's three reasons I'm excited. So the first reason is sitting up here in front of me is the council that I'll get to work with. So we've worked together now for a number of years, some of you longer than that, some of you a little bit shorter, but looking forward to the next couple of years into the future of delivering some exceptional things. So that's the first reason. The second reason is our community. So I'm proud to live in this community. I think we've got an exceptionally strong community. It's resilient, it's resourceful, the people are incredible. And we sometimes have our differences, but I think what strikes me is that our community members all have the interest of their community at heart in everything they do. So even if we have disagreements, they're generally coming from a good place. We're coming from a good place, and we try and find that alignment and find a good outcome. So that's the second reason. And the third reason, sitting here, we have a fantastic team in council. I've thoroughly enjoyed the 6.5 years I've worked here. I'm really, really excited about what we're going to deliver together as council staff. We've got just such a strong team. People work hard, they're committed, they're passionate, they're professional. I couldn't ask for a better team to work with, and I'm really, really excited and looking forward to working with all of you. And everyone who's not here today, and everyone who's out in our remote sites, you know, the transfer station operators, school crossing supervisors, the maternal child health nurses, everyone in the organisation. You know, it's an exceptional organisation. You should be proud to work for this organisation. And I'm really, really proud and looking forward to working with all of you to deliver some really good outcomes. So thanks very much. Thanks for placing your trust in me.
Mr. Jeremy, don't forget the home support team. Sitting right in front of you.
Thank you very much for those words. We now move on to the end of the meeting. There being no further business, the meeting is closed at 4:43.